Testing, testing. Alright. Can anybody hear me in the stream? I hope so, because we're going to start soon. And, yay! Hopefully our audio issues from last week are gone. Hello! Hello, Tails! Hello, Colorful Chimera! It's me, Zoro PreOodles! And we're here to stream today. So I know all of y'all usually come to my streams for quality Digimon content, but I thought I'd switch things up a little this week and draw some Pokemon for a change. I thought I'd do some fan art for a little comic called Jet's Black Nuzlocke, which is very fun. And my friends here in the chat said it would be fun if I would draw some of those characters as Digimon, or rather in a Digimon style, which I am of course very good at. So let's get this ball rolling with the star of the show, of course, the big pig himself, Sir Francis, and yeah, let's just see where it goes. Now, if I recall correctly, Sir Francis is quite a chubby, cheerful sort of fellow these days, but with Digimon, you know, you gotta kind of push everything towards the cool and punk. So we're gonna keep a little bit of the cheery in the eyes. We're gonna give him some maybe just little dot eyes, because you know some Pokemon have them and some Digimon have them, and it's a nice thorough line to start off with. But of course, we gotta kind of show that he's ready for business too. So we're gonna give him some big ol' give him those big ol' eyebrows to start off with. Now I'm not too familiar with Pokemon, but I do believe Sir Francis is what they call an Embor, which is some sort of pig. So, you know, Digimon, what I love about Digimon is they go really realistic with the style. So I'm gonna give him more of a pig snoot. You know, just bring that out a little bit. And Digital Monster Champion content, yeah. TF is an M-board. Well, it's very similar to a Bormon. It's a flaming pig. So let's throw in some big old teeth, some tusks, and let's just throw in maybe another set of tusks from the top. Let's give him 2 tusks on the bottom. And yeah, that's really cool, I suppose. just bring that out. And you know, the big thing about Embor is that they're just on fire all the time. So I'm gonna start adding some fire. Where should a fire be? Oh, let's give him like a fire mohawk. That'll go well with his eyebrows. Maybe his eyebrows are just fire too. His eyebrows are just on fire as well. Yeah. And you know, I said I was gonna go with the dot eyes, but with the design this cool, I think I need to up the eye game and sort of give him some eyeliner, because you know Digimon really like those eyeliner. And you can't really have eyeliner with the dot eyes. You can, it's been done, but you know, it's a little hard for readability when it comes to that. So let's put in that big old shine. Kind of narrow the pupils a little, just, you know, for that aesthetic. Let's continue to add some fire. I'm just gonna add a big ol' mane of fire, and I think, what should I do with the body? Let's see. Like I said, the Digimon really like to throw in some more realistic anatomy than the Pokemon do, and because of that, you can't let it get too indecent for the children, you know. So the best way to counter that is just to give all your Digimon clothes. So we're gonna make sure that our pig friend is well dressed for every situation. I can't think of anything more suitable for just any and all situations than belts and buckles. I mean, they're just so useful. So let's roughen a body shape. I think Embor would have a bit of a, you know, he's a big guy, so give him more of a hunch. And I got a reference over here of what an Embor looks like, and they've got some pretty nice forearms, but no one does forearms like Digimon. So I think even these are too small. Oh, you know what? Some Digimon are literally just people. Let's just give them a big ol' person bod. Yeah. And where should we put our first belt buckle? Let's put it right here on his arm. It's a cool spot to put your belt buckles. I know I always wear one to keep my sleeves up. And make sure his arms are also on fire. I don't quite know where the fire comes from, but can never have too much fire. You know, the problem with this pose is it blocks his body. It doesn't have enough action. Not enough, of that cool guy posing that you get. Oops. Taking out the trash is when they take Tails out on a date. Oh man. When Nyx takes themselves out. Oh. Walked right into that one. Strong Digimon forearms are not to be trifled with. No siree. Oops. Wrong window here. Make sure I got my thing up. Oh, give me a sec, guys. I almost am running out of batteries. I gotta plug in. There we go. I want to bring his arm up this way, his other arm up this way, and then he's sort of like leaning forward, ready to throw some punches. Maybe his arms are on fire too. And get some claws in there. And Embor is a Pokemon right after my own heart because it's very similar to a Digimon in design. They just needed to throw in a few more design details, and they would have hit the mark. But yeah. So Embor has all these, you know, weird body markings. Let's just turn all of those into belt buckles. Yeah, on the arm and stuff. He's got one here. Belts and buckles all day long. Now I'm kind of regretting the fire. Let me take the fire off of the arm because it hides the lovely accessories. How are you gonna know this guy is cool and hip if he doesn't have accessories? Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do about the body now? I make sure to throw some details onto those claws. Make sure that you know they're solidly embedded in the flesh. That these are solid and ready to rip the enemies to shreds. No, none of this cartoon nonsense where it's like, oh, is that a claw or a toe? I can't tell. Ooh. know you talk about it all the time, but which Pokemon is your favorite again? Well, it's a very obscure one, I have to say. It appears, I believe, in the 5th season of Digimon. Oops, hold on. Pulling up a picture for you guys. It's a delightful little chap, and hold on. That's not the one I'm looking for. There he is. There he is. Kamemon, coming right up. This charming little fellow. If it'll load. Come on now. There he is. Kamemon. He's a little rookie. He only shows up in like one scene, but he's a little computer mouse. You see that? He's like got the roly mouse thing on his belly, and I just love it. Even his tail is like the wires being coming out and kind of being ripped off. So yeah, best Digimon right there. But I actually am a big fan of, oh, I can't remember what he's called, but it's the evolved form of Ikakumon. It's like that big hairy turtle guy with the hammer. Really like that guy too. I think it's the one that Ikakumon evolves into. I don't know. Zudomon, this guy. That's my second favorite. I had a little toy of him when I was a kid. Really fun. You know, I kind of want to channel some of that big boy energy. If I take a look here, I kind of like the way his chest wrinkles kind of go. He's got a big belt on his chest, and I'm gonna borrow that design and throw it onto Sir Francis here, because they've both got that big boy energy. And of course, this is a game and a show for the manliest of boys. This isn't for girls, so we gotta make sure our designs show every calf muscle in these legs, just so you know that we're ready for business. We're gonna crush you between our thighs. None of that cutesy stuff. That's rookie stuff. Once you digivolve into real men, we develop legs for days. Even some of the cuter ones like Agumon have enormous calf muscles, and yeah, don't mess with the Digimon's legs. I think Pokemon tend to skimp on the amount of detail they put in the fur, and come on, Nintendo, you can do better. You're a big company. Put some detailing in that fur. How are we gonna know if it's how the texture is? I wanna know how it feels if I wanted to touch that creature or be punched by it, as the case usually is. Don't make me do the work. Don't leave too much to the imagination. Oh, forgive me. Embor only has two toes. And actually, you know what? This is going back to the realism again. Like, when have you ever seen a boar with toes or like claws? They have hooves. Let's give this guy the proper appendages. There we go. No evolution. We digivolve into real men here, and then revert back when we get tired, so our mommies can take care of us. Howdy, Midna. Good to see you're alive and well, and thanks for coming to this stream. I don't like the pose here. He doesn't have much balance with this pose, so let me... throw in some of this, some of that, and shade it in a way that you can tell that what kind of texture this is. There we go. I think that about does it for this guy. I'm gonna throw a bit of fur on the shoulders, because he does have that kind of fur thing going on. And that's fire on top of his face. Oh, and these fiery sideburns too. Okay, that's hot. Why are we always glad to see Minna not dead hurt? Oh, Gmon. Boar with toes? Ridiculous! Absolutely ridiculous. And, oh, I almost forgot about the tail. Let's, what should I do about the tail? You know, I don't know if, Embor needs a tail. He's a big, strong fella. But what he could use is, a big old horn just in the middle of his head. Yeah, I gotta add those horns, otherwise, you know, can't tell it's a Digimon. There you go. Just for good measure. I think that's pretty good. And now let's give him a little buddy. Just right here. And of course it's gonna be everyone's favorite member of Team Jet, Firedog. Now, Firedog is a fully evolved Pokemon, I believe. Something called a watch hog. So he's also a pig, I guess, but he doesn't look much like a pig. I'm gonna go a little different with the design. I'm gonna treat him, cause he's a fully evolved, but he's not like champion level, you know. He's only got 2 forms, a little basic. Emboars, they evolve 3 times. So Firedog's more of a rookie, I suppose. Let me try and figure out what sort of pose I want him to be in. I'll have to look up what a watchhog looks like. Give me a sec, guys. This is a little outside of my expertise today, but why are we? He has a tail that needs to be on fire. That's true. Maybe his whole butt's just on fire. Flaming butts. Or I could give him like a spike ball on his tail, like Ankyomon. So, yeah. Emboar's a pretty cool guy. I want to go a little more, maybe, Galgamon style. You know, just the kind of spunky, small guy. He can still kick your butt, but he's kind of cute, I suppose. You know, Digimon have one big thing over Pokemon, and that's that they get to wear a lot more clothes. I think Pokemon could always do with some more clothes. So, you know, I'm gonna go with that angle. I think Firedog, being a cool dude, would certainly be down. And looking at this design, I think the pose that who makes Pokemon again? Nintendo? Yeah, the pose that Nintendo gave him in the official art with his arms closed is pretty darn rad. So I'm gonna keep that, and let's just give him some baggy pants, like every cool dude. Wears it down to his ankles. Give him some big old claws. Every Digimon worth his salt has big old toes and claws for days. Pokemon are shameless nudists. For shame. Oops. I think I can make him longer, even. Bring his arms a little bit out. That's just me drawing it a little too close the first time. This is a classic place to put a belt buckle. And then, you know, you want to sort of draw the top of the pants too, because people tend to forget that the belt, when it goes through your pants, has to attach from the bottom and the top. So get the anatomy right on the cleft of the neck right there. Spiking this shoulder for gives them more tude. I haven't really decided what to do with the arms yet. They're looking rather small. I kind of want to make, you know, give him bigger forearms. But that's just my Digimon drawing instincts kicking in, which I do a lot. How much Digimon has everyone in the chat seen? Because I can understand some of you might be here because you're into Zero-chan's stuff, Zero Pro's Nuzlocke, and you're not used to the Digimon content. That's cool. I'm a bit ashamed to say that I've actually never seen the third season, which is stated to be the best. I kind of fell out of Digimon around that time. Came back to it in the fourth season and watched that all the way through. And it's been on my bucket list for a long time now to get back around to finishing, or rather starting, the third season and getting that into my repertoire. I've drawn a couple of Digimon from that season, so it's I talk about it quite a bit, but you know, with a schedule like mine, it's hard to find time. Midna, are you a nudist? No. I should I be? You were insulted when we were insulting the Pokemon news, so I assumed you were confessing. But also, yes, do that. Tales of Scene, seasons 1 through 3. I remember the reason I got back into Digimon. I believe I was in, like, high school, maybe. Just coming out of it. What should I do about his head? I wanna move Embor over just a little bit so I can get some more space in here. Me and my sister were just channel flipping, not looking for anything in particular. And the fourth season of Digimon came up. And let me just say, first of all, I mean, I love the classic Digimon, digital monsters, you know, that awesome theme song. But fourth season dub kicked it out of the park. So already I was like, oh, well, let's give this a shot because the theme song is rocking. Oh man, and then like not 5 minutes in, and me and my sister were rolling on the floor, just crying with laughter, because I had never in my Digimon career as a fan seen humans Digi-Evolution, and the way they just like swipe those cards and the clothes just pop off. It was like in the middle of the season too, so there was no explanation for this. They just like ran into a situation, they're like, oh, guess we're fighting, and then boom, nudists. And I was like, nudists in my Digimon? But it was hilarious, and so I was hooked. I went and binged all of the episodes. I'm just styling him a little bit. I know these aren't like, you know, parts of the design, but Pokemon doesn't give you much to work with, you know? Fifth generation did a lot better, I'd say, than previous generations in the design department. Got a lot more like, you know, like patterns on fur and whatnot, but still it's pretty minimal compared to you know what I'm used to in with Digimon. Gotta give him those that eyeliner though. Gotta stick in that. I think he would have this sort of mouth, because then right at the end he'd have that tooth. Maybe the tooth should be a lot bigger. A lot of this is just, you know, artistic liberty from the design, because he's got a very sharp, pointy personality. So I'm reflecting that in the design, and I think, you know, he's got that cool like light vest sort of pattern going on, and I wanna carry that down through his arms in some spikes. It's a shame his arms are crossed, actually, because it would be nice to be able to play with that. Yeah, those transformations were something. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, he's got some attitude in there. Well, what are we thinking? Get some, maybe some pockets. What are pants without pockets? Am I right? Am I right, ladies? Too long have they given us pants without pockets. No more. We stand up. Against this sexist tyranny. Yeah, so they give him a quite a fur thing at the end of his tail, but I think the whole tail should be furry. And some stylization into that tail. What do you mean it looks like a palm tree? It's feathers, because feathers are cool. I wonder what kind of animal this thing's supposed to be. And then I stopped wondering because it doesn't matter. It's a Digimon now. I think we're still sorely missing in the clothes department, so I'm just gonna add some cool shades. When in doubt, add some shades. But he's too cool to wear them. He just kind of has them on his head. Oh, you know what's cooler than shades? Goggles. Nothing says main character like a pair of goggles, am I right? Oh, hey, I'm seeing another belt buckle situation. You gotta get excited for these kind of things. It's the little things in life. In the Digimon fandom. Yeah. Some eyelash situation coming off the other side. And you know, he's a really cool guy, so we're gonna chop off part of his ear just to show that he means business. Maybe he's got an earring on this side. Oh, look, that's a cool thing, right? It's a cool thing for guys to wear earrings. But just one, just one on one ear. Give him a. Zoro, is that weed? I'm calling the police. Oh no! Don't look at it. This design is only legal in California. Give him another belt right there. Just sticking in another small thing. And let's see. We got some two cool dudes right here, and I think it's about we finish off the trio with everyone's favorite little crocodile. And you live in a garbage can full of mess. Minna says, you said you always worried about me. What are you trying to say? Minna's ready to throw down. Minna, I love that little guy. Look at his eyebrows. Oh my goodness, he's ready to fight. He's like, yeah, put him up. Time for some fisticuffs. Zoro tells us, what's your absolute favorite thing about Digimon? Oh, there's so many to choose from. Let me think about that for a sec. And, 911, what's your emergency? Too cool for 2 years. And, oh yeah, in Colorado. It's legal in Colorado. Go on midnight walks all the time, have all 3 of my kidneys. Let's just scale these boys down a little bit. And don't know if I'll have enough room for July in here somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I should just start over. So let's see. July is a sweet lass, but again, there's no room for sweetness or happiness in Digimon. No, we're all tough as nails. And I think the best way to show that is again just realistic anatomy. And I think of all the Pokemon in Jet's team, July could use a little tying down of the anatomy, because have you ever looked at this thing? Like, what's even going on? It's got eyes coming out of its head one way and then like going back in another. So let's sort of see if we can make it make sense. Whoa, I'm getting a little carried away. I don't wanna lose the shape. So now hold on a sec. Isn't July some kind of earth creature? So maybe she should be coming out of the ground. But then again, I don't want to spend too much time on this. So decisions. You know what? Sometimes a Digimon is just a big old animal. So I kind of want to try, what if we sometimes literally just an animal, but with people arms. find the Digimon eyes to be cute. I think that might be my favorite part of Digimon in terms of the design. No matter how crazy they get or how weird they look, if you zoom in and you just take a look at those eyes, they're always these soulful. You can tell there's a person behind there. That's another difference between Digimon and Pokemon, is Digimon can talk. They're not just animals. What's a croc without a ton of teeth, right? So let's give her teeth, and maybe she wants to look around a bit. So maybe we'll lift her up onto a neck, and you know what would sometimes Digimon just have armor, so kind of give her a hard hat, I guess. I don't know. Some kind of hat, like. Is that another belt buckle situation? I don't know about that one though. I think that might be a little early to celebrate, because I'm not sold on the position of those belts and the buckles. Oh, you know what it's turned into? It's turned into a cowboy hat. I do remember there was quite a cool looking crocodile earlier in the comic. I feel like he would have looked good in a cowboy hat. He had some kind of scarf going on. Midna goes on Midna walks all the time, and I still have all 3 of my kidneys. Midna, where'd you get the 3rd kidney? This is why we worry. Maybe you have 1 less kidney. Have you ever thought of that? I've never counted my kidneys. Gee, Minnow, why do your parents let you have 3 kidneys? Did you bring out kidneys for the rest of the stream? There's a real mom behind those eyes, yeah. But in terms of the show, though, I think my favorite part of Digimon was just they how do I say it? You know how in the first season all the kids get sent off to Neverland and they have to save the world and all that, but then by the end they end up going back. They go back to their world, and their parents get involved, and it was just unheard of to me as a kid that adults could be in a TV show and not absolutely ruin everything. Like, I used to imagine quite a lot of story scenarios as a kid. I was never a writer much. None of it made it to, you know, to paper. But I would invent stories, and the first criteria was always how to get rid of the parents, or how to make it so that our kids were on their own without any supervision. It usually involves some kind of, you know, oh, the parents got killed or in the village fire or whatever. And it was a neat perspective to think that the kids could go home their parents could find out about the Narnia or the, you know, the secret world that they were sent to. That it didn't have to be a secret. That the whole world could know. I thought that was really cool. It's a bit of a specific, like, very season specific thing. But, gotta get rid of those kidneys right away. Tails. Well, you should count your kidneys, Zoro. Alright, let me see. Let me see. 1. Anyways, but getting back to this drawing, we've got quite a cool looking character here, but you know, I'm suddenly realizing that July's a girl, and we can't be indecent on Digimon, so let's give her some fashion. July is a nice time of the year. So let's give her a bit of a summer dress with the ruffles. I started it with her just being a big old lizard, and she's morphed into more of a humanoid. That's fine. We've established that Digimon are basically just people. They have lives and wives and personalities, so there's nothing wrong, You know, you get these Pokemon fans crying on the internet all the time about, oh, these Pokemon are too real, too human, too humanoid. Oh, well, Digimon are always just on the brink of just being a person. So let's just embrace that. Kind of feel like she would have a thicker neck, honestly. I think I was trying to go for an Agumon, but even Agumon's pretty thick on the neck area. Maybe not that thick. Just start adding stripes. Whatever July is on the right track with the stripes, but she ain't got nearly enough stripes. So you know, I kind of like this claw that I drew, but July has way smaller arms. Gotta keep true to the original, you know? She's got legs for days. And I can respect that. The chat. Who does anyone in the chat have a favorite Digimon? I can pull it up. Greymon has wee little arms too. Yeah, that's true. I was thinking of Agumon because he's one of my favorites, but I think Greymon's much more of a July type. And he's even got the stripes, which I think really helps tie them together as well. You know, it's nice to sort of draw Pokemon now, for a change. Even though I'm still doing it in a Digimon style, it's fun to branch out. What does everyone usually find themselves kind of wishing they could branch out and give a try? Is there something that's been itching your fancy? Whether it's in drawing, if you want to draw in a different franchise, or with writing in a different style, or Or maybe in games, if you only play one certain type of game and kind of want to give another a go, just to see. I like how that hand's coming out. I want to give her a bit of a personality. She's not just a terror. She's a terror with grace. It's hard to portray that with only with only 3 fingers. She's thick. Yeah. Legs for days. Gotta make sure I detail those legs properly. Saber Leomon! Saber Leomon. Is that a that's a cool looking dude. Oh man, I love those colors. That's one where it's literally just a really cool animal. What I was kind of trying to go for when I started with July, but it's turned into something else. It's becoming its own thing. Maybe that's the kind of spikes I should give her. Because I remember she's got a lot of spikes, but they're just kind of little triangles. It's a little boring. Elecmon or Gatomon. Gatomon's a great one. I love that she goes from a puppy to a cat to like a human. It's hilarious. But Elecmon is one that really stands out to me from the series. Because, if I recall, you first meet him, or one of him, in some kind of nursery. I could be getting my lore wrong, it's been a while, but he, like, takes care of these, eggs, and it's just really cute because he looks like a real mean dude, and it turns out he's a sweetheart. I love his design too. Yeah, Zoro, yeah. I never draw Pokemon. What are you talking about? Oh gosh, I would just love to draw in more Family Guy style. Those sad realistic games like Last of Us. I'm dying to draw more like the Winx style. So good. What's Winx? Hold on. Winx? Oh my goodness. kind of Barbie-esque Bratz sorta. I hear ya. Gotta scratch those itches. Am I right? Though I have to say, I don't know if I don't think I ever actually got any, but I was really into those Polly Pocket commercials when they came out. Cause I mean it's like having a whole room in your pocket. And make sure all three toes are always just facing the same way, no matter what. There's no sort of mobility in those toes. You can't jiggle them. You might be able to angle them if the the foot was facing the right way, but I think July is supposed to be a crocodile, but I've turned her into more of a velociraptor, which is always that's always an improvement on any design. Just turn it into a velociraptor. Should she wear a dress too? Maybe she's got pants. Let's give her pants. The ripped jeans. That's a summer look, right? That's a cool summer look. The ripped jeans for July. She's gonna be turning all the Greymon heads on the beach. Let's make these stripes on the tail a little more interesting. And a little more shape dynamic inside. And of course, yeah, let's just put some more of these spike things. I don't really, I don't really know where the spikes are supposed to go. She could have like a bajillion spikes, and you'll never know because you only ever see them in one angle, unless you watch the anime. Which who has the time to do that? Am I right? she's a cutie, so let's give her a heart. Just like in her original design. Here she comes! Here she comes. She's coming to wreck ya. Put veins just to know that, you know, she's a strong gator. You know, there's no flab on these arms. It's all just muscle. And you can't tell if it's muscle or just flab if you don't put veins. So just gotta stick in some veins, maybe on her neck too. You know, she looks like she's ready to relax, but she's also ready to wreck it. And you know, this stripe on the face, we can make it go all the way. No, that doesn't look good. Let's just add some more stripes. Yeah, that looks good. Always add more stripes. Maybe on the face. You know? Kind of mirrors those teeth coming down. What about what about trying to figure out if I can fit a cannon in there, but maybe I'm overreaching at this point. Don't want to go too crazy. You know, you gotta, you know, Digimon knows exactly where to stop with the design, so that it's never really over designed. You just got the perfect balance. And you know what I can fit in just at the very last? Let's just stick a little dog. Let's just stick a little dog. A little dog. Right in the end here. And little dog is a first stage evolution. They're usually pretty cute. And the cutest thing I can think of in Digimon are just the baby Digimon. Microscopic dog. Chico! Good to see you, Chico. Welcome to the stream. It's me, Zoro PreOodles. And I'm here to draw some Digimon. Babies with you chompers. Yep, that's the one. And you know, I always thought that Mega Evolution was just the coolest thing ever that they did to Pokemon. It was just the best direction they could have gone in, and they completely ruined it in generation. What was it? The one with the hula dancing. When they removed it. They went backwards, so to speak. They should have kept going with a good thing. They found a good thing and they didn't stick with it. Let's see. You know what little dog has too much of? Limbs. Let's see if we can boil him down to just the basic whatever you need to know. he's got this big old tooth, and I think that's the most defining feature. So we can't get rid of that. Now the trick with baby Digimon. Hold on, give me a sec. Forgetting what it looks like. I gotta go and look up a picture. Yeah, but the thing about baby Digimon is you gotta get the proportions right, just right, because they have so little going on that everything needs to be in its proper place. And if you're just slightly off, then the whole thing is ruined. But I heard from the grapevine that there might still be a post tonight on Zero Pro's site. This might just be speculation, a game theory, if you will, but she did post last month that the new episode would be delayed. It would be going up on the 2nd instead of the 1st. Now, why would that be? Is it just to sort of say, hey, don't get confused, this is an actual update? Or could they be planning something? I don't know. Truth be told, it's getting pretty late though, so if they don't post soon, it may be too late for April Fools. Don't know what's keeping them, but we'll see. How was everyone's April Fool's Day today? Did anyone get pranked, or did anyone prank anyone? I got pranked today, going to work. My fellow had taped my mouse. You know how those old school devices we called mice back before touchscreens were a thing? Yeah, it has that little laser sensor that tells you when it's working, and put a piece of tape on it, can't use it. I was unplugging and trying to figure out, like, plugging and replugging the device, trying to figure out what was going on. Turns out I was punked. I had been punked. That was fun. I like getting pranked. Haven't thought of any pranks myself this year. I didn't get anything done. Oops. Maybe that's too many teeth. You gotta keep it cute somehow. I think I want the eyes to be bigger. Not so much bigger, but wider, you know? In the upwards direction. That's a little more little dog's character. You know, you see what I mean about the proportions? You get a little bit and it doesn't seem right, and then you just tweak it just slightly and it comes to life. I don't know if anyone ever read Rave Master or watched Fairy Tale, but the person who does the manga for that those series, he is said in questionnaires that one of the hardest characters is actually Plu. One of the hardest characters to draw is Plu, and he's the little he's the little dog that looks like a snowman. Looks like a snowman, but he's a dog. If you've ever seen pictures of that creature, he basically looks like this. But yeah, and he said it's because he's so simple that if you just get it a little bit wrong, oops, it's just really, really, really difficult. I know Lil Dog doesn't have the stripes, but I think it'll be cool to do that, to tie it in to its evolution. You know, going back to the evolution, I gave Firedog a kind of a mohawk. Let's give Little Dog a little mohawk to show that he's also cool. He may be cute now, but he'll be cool. I think maybe the eyes are a little close together. I'm gonna move them slightly further apart. Thank goodness for digital art. think the mouth is too big. Sometimes you just gotta know when to erase and start over. I think we did something good today. Little Doggomon! Little Doggomon! Am I drunk? No, I'm not drunk. This is just my state of being. Third option, Zoro's a coward and can't handle the 1st of April. That's true. It's possible. April Fool's is my favorite holiday. It's just like everyone goes crazy and some creators just are really extra with what they do. Chico says, I've been working all day on my prank. It was hard to settle on just one. New music? I don't think so. No. Dillman, welcome to the stream. Extra thick thighs. Yeah, you gotta have them thighs for your Digimon. They're all about them legs. So I don't know. That's about all the time I have for Digimon today. I'm just gonna show off. The first two is Sir Francis and Firedog, if they were Digimon, and July and Little Dog. Which I guess Lil Dog's design could be tweaked a little. It's not great. You know, I think I'm going a little small with these head accessories. Maybe get them a little bigger, yeah, something like that. But yeah, no need to go too far today. It's a new thing. I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. In any case, let's end up this stream, shall we, with something that Zoro does all the time on her stream, and I just wanted to give it a try. Let's draw a Pokemon from memory. I don't know much about Pokemon, but it'll be fun. I'll do my best, let's say. She hasn't been doing these very often on her streams anymore, and it's kind of sad because they're always a lot of fun. Hi, Leonard of Mapachi. Yeah, sorry, you just missed my stream, but that's okay. I've got a couple more minutes, and we'll probably go a couple of just rapid fire Pokemon from memory. If you guys want to throw out some Pokemon. Why is July wearing lingerie? Because Digimon have to be clothed. They're not nudists like Pokemon are. They're decent creatures that wear clothes. And she's not wearing lingerie. She's wearing fashionable summer wear. See, she's got some short jeans and a summer top. It's fashionable. And yeah, just drawing some Pokemon as Digimon. Because here on the Zoro PreOodle stream, we're used to drawing a Digimon all day long, and I just thought it was nice to have a change of pace to try some Pokemon for a change. But if anyone wants to throw some Pokemon, you know, I don't know very many, but I'll try. I'll do my best to draw what you throw. And maybe you can give me some tips in the the chat. Been working all day. Some rings. Add some rings and shackles. Those are staple. Oh man, you're right. I almost forgot. You know, that's another thing that can be counted in the what's it called? The Venn diagram between Pokemon and Digimon is shackles. You got several Pokemon of which I am familiar because they have design elements that I prefer. Namely Magmar. Got some shackles. You got Houndoom. Or is it Houndyre? I don't know. I think it's Houndoom. The bigger dog. Oh, the smaller one too. Yeah, they got some shackles. Bowser. Great Pokemon, got some shackles in there. So yeah, they kind of, it's like that meme where you got the hands shaking and one is one and the other is the other. And it's like one hand is Pokemon, the other is Digimon, and in between is shackles. Bondage. I can give Firedog some shackles. Bottles would have been a good Digimon. You don't even have to change Bottles' design. That boy is just a Digimon. Looks like a nightgown from here. I want to paint him so bad. Oh man, Chica, have you ever drawn Digimon? It's a lot of fun. Leonard Mapachi says Garurumon. Wait, are you asking for Pokemon or Digimon? Well, let's do Pokemon for now. I know Digimon too well. You know, that wouldn't even be a challenge to do from memory. Let's do Pokemon. Well, if y'all ain't gonna give me Pokemon, I'm gonna pull up some some on the. Oh no, I see one. Nick says, what about that mafia bird thing? Raunch Crow? You're right. Okay, let's try a Raunch Crow. And let's see. If I recall, he is a mafia bird, right? So he does have that hat. I see another belt buckle situation. Oh wait, that's a wizard hat. Let's make it a mafia hat. Oh, but I seem to remember it's kind of, you know, fluffy somewhere. Kind of a JoJo's situation. Where does the hat end and the hair feathers begin? I don't know. Just do something like that. And some kind of beak situation. But I do recall he also has a beard. So, how would that work? I think it just kind of grows down from the beak. That's where I would imagine it to be. And you know, if he's got a beard, he's probably old. So let's give him some eyebrows too. Let's give him a mustache too. Hey, if he's a mafia, he's gotta smoke. Let's. Yeah, he doesn't keep it hanging out his mouth like an imbecile. He'll hold it. That's about the extent of my knowledge on this bird, though. It's I think he's got a beard and he's got a hat, and according to the chat, he's a mafia boss. So. Give him another belt up here. And, yeah. He's got some kind of big old tail. Something. I don't know. I don't know what his tails look like. Tailcoats. Here we go. He's got some tailcoats. That's a haunch crow. A raunch crow. Gotta stay in character, man. Okay. Give me another one. Let's have some fun today. Let's speed run these babies. Give me another Pokemon. Digimon in disguise. Whimsicott. Whimsicott. It's like Whimsy. A Whimsicott. Where can I get a Whimsicott? How about if you can sleep on him and it'll fill you with whimsy? Doesn't it just look nice and soft and inviting? Nice and inviting. Cot's a type of bed, right? I might actually be getting that wrong even, but I seem to remember. I I can totally see a Whimsicott as a Lady Devimon kind of Pokemon. That's true. A Lady Devimon. That could be really cute. Yeah. Gen 8 species. Dawnange Crow. Mafiamon. Gotta make it look like an accident. Ragtime sounding music is good. Yay! Jojo Crowmon, are you pranking me, Zero? I've never heard this music in your streams. Chico! Who's Zero? Been wanting to draw Digimon for a long time. Leonard is like, I don't know, some random one. Leonard, if you go to, I think it's, what is it, random Pokemon generator? Randompokemon.com. You can generate some random pokes. In fact, I'm gonna generate one right now. How about that? So you can turn off sprites so it doesn't show you. Generate for alligator. For alligator. For alligator is quite a jolly fellow. I already drew an alligator today. What's with that? Am I right? Just sometime. Alright, throw another one in the chat. I'll actually try this time. I'll try to channel some Zero and actually try. I'm just kind of buying time. Just having some fun. You know, to be fair, I don't think I actually know what Feraligatr looks like. Just let me be honest with y'all. I think I've drawn him like once. Something like this. He's got like lumps on his back. Feraligatr is another one that just looks like a Digimon, honestly. Like, if I wasn't even trying, I could accidentally draw it and it would look like a Digimon. something like that. Yeah, I'm actually pretty rusty on my Feraligatr. I like the way don't mean to like get off on a Feraligatr tangent, but I like the way Emmy draws her Feraligatr. Where he's just this shape. I think he's a little more than just that shaped. I think he's got a little bit of a form, but he's essentially like that. And then like yeah, I like this boy. People who can take Pokemon and just simplify them into their most basic shapes are doing us all a service. I love simplified Pokemon designs. He's friend-shaped, yeah. Oh no! Sorry, Zoro, your names are so similar, that's why I got confused. There's another artist called Zoro, you should totally give her a watch. I know, right? I actually read her comic. That's what today's stream was about. You came in a little late. Leonard says, I got Neoligo from that page. I did draw Feraligatr once. That's the problem. I drew it once. For a design like that, it's a little hard to remember after just drawing it once. Pretty sure the first one was more accurate. Oh, what's your favorite Gen 2 starter? Mine's Feraligatr. I like Typhlosion because I'm basic. Well, shoot, is Neoligo the lion? I believe. And in here, it's like in this area, it's like ooh, galaxy brain. Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be the most accurate part of this whole thing. It's like stars in space and stuff. And then so I believe there's sort of a big star shape going on here. I'm gonna start with that because that's all I have to go off of. What is with that random Pokemon generator? I think it hates us. Oh, also, we're gonna do a couple more of these, But I wanted to invite anyone in the chat who wants to try to join in and draw with us as we go along. And at the end, I'm gonna pull up some drawings from last. Actually, you know, let's do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now because we're talking about it. But last week, we did a Pokemon from memory, and we decided to go to the random Pokemon generator. And oh boy, what it gave us was, of all things, Mega Rayquaza. So I came up with this. This was my best shot at Mega Rayquaza. I think I did pretty well, for someone who never looked at this thing before. But I mostly just drew like along one of those connective block things. But this was Midna's not Midna, Chico's entry. Nyx, I never actually seen yours. I just love this Muppet style Kermit face. He's just Kermit. And then Tails did this one. And I love that she pointed out, but it's a question mark, because she had no idea what she was doing. And I think that's the boat we were all in at the same time. We all just collectively like started crying because of Mega Rayquaza. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Please sketch with us, and if you're in the Discord, drop your attempts in the show and tell room, and next week, if I remember in time, I'll show them off as well. And Nyx, if you send yours in by the time I finish this on Tails' stream, I will show it as well. So and everyone else, if you do end up participating and you want to show me yours, I haven't figured out the best solution yet. So help me out, guys. I haven't decided what's the best way to collect these drawings, but I'm thinking maybe Twitter. If not, you know, maybe I don't know, anywhere that there's a hashtag, maybe we can try to. Not Tumblr though. Tumblr does weird things with hashtags and I can't figure it out. I haven't tried Twitter yet though. I'm very new to Twitter. The Twitter sphere is not my realm of expertise. If you do decide to tag me, we gotta decide on a tag to use, a hashtag. And, you know, if we get too many, obviously I probably can't, you know, showcase all of them, so the ones on the Patreon will, the Patreon Discord will just be priority, and if there's some others that are really fun, then I'll show them off, but... I have no idea what the rest of this guy looks like. I'm gonna give him boots. With the fur. He looks kind of like a Sailor Moon. Have you guys ever watched Lambert the Sheepish Lion? This old Disney short where a lion accidentally gets dropped off at a sheep pasture by the Mr. Stork, and grows up as a sheepish lion. It's kind of cute. Don't know, but I'm gonna give him another star. Just because. Just because. No way, that's what Luxray looks like. I'm gonna give him a star. I don't know. That's Sogaleo, not Nigaleo. What's a Nigaleo then? Is that the bat? I was just drawing this as a comparison. Let me try the bat. Do. Oops. Let's try this thing. I told you the main was the face was gonna be the most accurate part of the whole thing. Grab my hard edge round boy and draw in some eyes. Unfortunately, I don't know much about this other fella. I know that it has a neck, and that's the extent of my knowledge. So I'm just gonna construe from there and say if it's supposed to be moon-shaped. Am I on the right track now, guys? Am I getting closer? That's Lunala. What in the world is a Naleo then? Nihilego. Oh, okay, I see. I see what I did wrong. It's a Lego. Is Neoligo some kind of Ultra Beast? Y'all gonna have to help me out with this one, because I am drawing a blankety-bankabading. It's Batman. I don't think it has legs. Poor thing. think my Neoligo is a lot, I mean, my Sogaleo is a lot more accurate than my Lunala. I have no idea what I'm doing. Jellyfish. Colorful Chimera, send it to oh, that's true. You can also just DM it to me. Ah, it's a carp. Oh, it's so small. Hold on. It's a carp. I love it. Oh man. I really love what's going on back here because it makes me think it's just like farting out galaxy dust. But this face is so funny. Nice. Maybe, you know, like, maybe next week, y'all should just send your, like, post it somewhere and then link it, and I'll just pull up all the links. Yeah. Rather than me scouring the internet for who knows how long looking for all the entries. Anyone who wants to just post it somewhere. Such is life. Okay, I think I know the one you're talking about. That thing, right? I don't think there's anything else to it. I mean, that's all I got. That's all I got. Nihilego. Let's look this thing up. Let it be known that today was the day that I tried to draw Pokemon and I got it wrong twice. But, to be fair, I've never paid much mind to the Ultra Beasts. Oh, Lord, it actually has legs. I didn't realize that part of its design. It has human legs. Okay. I don't know if I needed to know that. Well, y'all had plenty of time to try your own versions of Neoligo, before I got anything out. Does someone else want to throw in, a Pokemon for me to attempt tip? Because this is rather fun. Maybe I'll roll the dice after. Maybe I'll draw it from memory, and then I'll look it up, and then I'll roll the dice and see if there's something else we can play around with. And let me grab my new best friend, my little trusty Iron Blaze brush. Sand Slash. Now you're talking my language. It's a good old-fashioned Gen 1 Pokemon. There are like 900 of those things, so it's common for people to mix them up. Let's actually draw, let's do an actual draw. Let's finish up April Fools, everyone. It was all a joke. It's just me. It's been me the whole time. It's just Zoro PreOodle. No, it's Zero Pro Studios. And I'm just having a little fun with y'all. Playing some Digimon draws, and yeah, I hope you guys found that fun. And sorry about not posting the April Fool's thing yet, but I'm waiting on MD to finish it up for me. Hopefully it'll be done sometime this year. I'm just kidding, MD. Sometime today. I don't know what time zone he's in, but over here on the East Coast, it is 11:25, and April Fool's Day is almost over. Tomorrow, a new episode of Jet Black Nuzlocke is coming up, and I don't know. I think it's a nice one. I have to say, I was sweating bullets right before the stream because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I hadn't actually realized that April Fool's Day would fall on a Monday when, you know, for my streams, until like earlier, like when I basically around last night, right when I was going to sleep, which made it really hard to sleep. Well, I hope everyone had a lovely April Fool's Day. I hope y'all enjoyed some nice fooling around, and I hope nobody got hurt. It's, you know, they say, and I was talking about this earlier on my Discord, but they say all comedy derives from suffering, and you gotta be careful, because if anyone is made the butt of a joke, you've isolated. You know, you're always gonna isolate a group when you're doing comedy. You just have to make sure that you're all inclusive. The best comedians out there, stand-up comedians, are the ones who either make fun of every single person so that no one's left out, per se, or they make fun of themselves. And sometimes you can get away with maybe grouping yourself with a people group if you have that privilege, but that's, you know, you gotta go more for the relatability aspect of that kind of humor, rather than simply you know, putting yourself and those people down. When you're doing more self-deprecating humor, you can be a little harsher because it's specifically to you as a person. I follow a guy named what's his name? Drew Lynch, I think, on YouTube, and he actually almost won America's Got Talent one time, and he's a stand-up guy. He does stand-up, but he has a stutter. And in the old days, it was a lot of jokes about the stutter. And nowadays he's branched off into, you know, other stuff. He doesn't just do that anymore. But starting off as, you know, a comedian, you do what you know, and it was pretty funny stuff. When they kind of make fun of themselves, it gives other people the permission to laugh a little bit, and it kind of helps diffuse the situation, makes it so that it's not this terrible thing that no one ever wants to talk about. But if you get stuck on that, if you're nothing but a walking punchline, then it gets old a little quickly. Because the second thing that comedy comes from is unpredictability, which could be difficult if you have, like, you know, a sort of routine that you're used to. But you can't just keep going back to the same pool, unfortunately. I think Sandslash has 2 toes. I don't actually know what Sandslash's backside looks like. I don't know why I decided to go with this angle. Okay. But yeah, does anyone have new plans for April? I know I was looking forward to the month to change, because last month I went a little crazy on my expenditures and came up short at the end. And now that I've reset my budget for the month, I can finally buy chips again. Probably gonna go to the store sometime this week. but this month is gonna be exciting because I am looking forward to a big old computer purchase. I've decided to stick with Mac. It's just too much of what I'm used to. Which means we may or may not be able to return to Twitch, and we may or may not be able to stream video games. Unfortunately, that's just something that I've you know, decided to sacrifice. Macs are absolutely the worst for streaming, especially games. And I don't know if it's my Mac's issue or if it's an internet issue that prevented me from streaming to Twitch. Considering I'm streaming here to YouTube just fine, it may be a Twitch issue, but no one else seems to be having issues on Twitch. So, at the end of the day, I'm willing to say it's a Mac issue. But sometimes I'm just stuck in my ways. Okay, let's see what a sand slash looks like. Make me laugh every time I come here, Zoro. Nothing beats the smell of a new PC. Sand slash. Oh, it does have a tail. Maybe it's cheating to, like, doctor it, but, I think it's close enough that I don't want to draw a whole nother sand slash, you know? And you know what I missed? He has this one plate of armor right on his shoulder. And I've missed this one, but it's very prominently, it's very specifically placed above the shoulder so that it's like kind of a shoulder guard, pauldron type thing. So I think that's an important detail that I missed, and also the fact that the arms are not one piece, that they're split. But yeah, I wanna grab this document. I got 30 more minutes of the stream to go, and I want to go to my random.org. Set the maximum to 10, and I'll generate a 10. An Anthro or a Gajinka sand slash. Man, I did not want to do Gajinka today, but let's see what I can do. Sand slash. And you know what? Let's go with the pauldron idea. Let's make him an armored knight of some sort. Someone hacked you and changed your wallpaper, Zero. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Gotta fix that up. desktop background. I made this new desktop background the other day. Where'd it go? I was channeling some One Piece when I did that. I love the way they sort of pose together as a team. I don't actually know what armor looks like, so this is probably the worst idea. I just have this idea of his pauldrons, and I don't know what the rest of armor looks like, so, rip me, but let's, give him a chest plate. Maybe there's a chest plate. I'm thinking the, ears on the Sand Slash could be these kind of side guards. His hair is just the spiky, spikes of the spike. Maybe a little cliche. And I'll give him a lance, because that's kind of the kind of weapon that Sand Slash has with the, you know, the claws. I know that's... a lance would be a lot, this part would be a lot longer. But... stand to attention! Somebody get me! Call the police! That's a pretty solid paladin. Ooh. have some cape. Like it's in tatters to like sort of represent the spikes. I don't know. Guess the helmet should go backwards, like, you know, actually fit around his head like that. And something like that. Just bring the top of it up. This part I'm thinking like kind of guards is like a chin guard, and it comes down over the chest, so that's like sort of the chest plate. Also, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I had in mind. Don't know how you would get it on. I see another belt buckle situation. I'm gonna be excited every time I draw a belt buckle from now on. I swear. That's what today has taught me, is that sometimes you just gotta draw a belt buckle and it's exciting. But I hope y'all had a good time on the stream today. I had some fun, but I don't want to just be here having fun on my own. I hope it's at least entertaining. That y'all are maybe working on your own stuff. And as always, I appreciate seeing y'all here in the chat. I like to kind of, on the bottom side, draw these little things to indicate it's like a gauntlet that you put on top. I don't know if that's how armor works, but I like to pretend I do sometimes and then face the consequences. And then I think this is more of a samurai thing, but I kind of feel like I would want my thighs to be guarded as well, so I tend to put guards over there. Yeah, if anyone drew your own sand slash today, or even a Gajinka if you decide to go all out, I'd like to see them. I'd certainly like to see them. I'm sure they're much better than mine. And, just fun. Hopefully it'll not be our last April Fool's stream. I'll have to be better prepared next time. I was throwing around ideas of what I could do on today's stream. I joked that I would just play Tetris for 3 hours, which, you know, maybe if I could get my Switch to stream, because I believe Nintendo just released a free Tetris thing, so that could have been fun. But no, I'm not too good at Tetris, so I think that would have sucked. I thought maybe I would play an old stream and just have you, like, see how long it takes for you guys to notice, which would have been fun. But in the end, my heart and soul belongs to Digimon. It's been a long time since I've seen that show. And I wasn't lying before, I've never actually seen the third one. I barely remember seeing the second one. And I think maybe only half of the first one. But, I definitely want to go back and give the third one a watch. It's our knight in shining armor. Shining armor. The problem with having a Pokemon that's just 2 colors is you don't have a lot to work with. He does have a third color, this lighter yellow. And I think that about does it. I am getting into noodle territory, and it's about time I wrap things up. So, while I try to convince myself of such, I hope everyone had a good time here today. And, we may not see Zoro PreOodles until next year, but I'll try to think of something else fun to do when that time comes. It's a blatant lie. I'm probably just going to wing it when the time comes, completely unprepared, just like today. But hey, that's how spontaneous happens. But yeah, thank you for coming to the stream, you guys. I hope the audio doesn't cut out when I switch over, but, oops. Gonna move him over slightly. There you go. That works out. And, yeah. Let's just say I think we are ready to hit the sack tonight. I'm just absolutely exhausted, but I'm excited for the rest of this week, and I hope you all are too. And I look forward to streaming from a new computer next week. Keep on being awesome, everybody, and watch some Digimon. Play more Pokemon. Let's just have a good time. I'm gonna catch up on the chat a little bit. Give me a sec. Pretty solid paladin. Not those awful liquid paladins. These are the worst. Those are the worst kind. Are you sure you're not drunk? I can drive you home if you want. I wish I did just watch the stream and check my cookie clicker. It belongs to the order of the... Oh, cookie clicker. That's an addiction if I ever saw one. Thanks for coming to the stream, Nyx and Leonard and Tails and Chico and Midna and everybody who is watching the stream. I hope you had a great time. And until next time, keep your noses clean, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye. Adios.